Right now at 6, breaking down Minnesota's economy. A look at today's roundtable and how to best help Duluth small businesses. Plus, making Duluth to Denver a reality. An update on when we could see this new flight take off. And later, looking forward to winter. As the Summer Olympics are kicking off in Tokyo, how Northland gold medal winners are looking forward to 2022.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Natalie Grant. Kristen is off tonight. Thanks for joining us. The future of the state's economy was a big topic in Duluth today. The Department of Employment and Economic Development held a roundtable in the Twin Ports to hear how small businesses continue to struggle after the pandemic and learn how they can help. CBS 3's Emma Quinn sat in on that discussion today. Emma, what did you learn?
Yeah, so Natalie, this anchor, Steve Grove, the commissioner for DEED, met with restaurant owners, hospital officials, and workforce specialists, and to discuss the challenges that the area is facing. Grove says the Duluth area took a large economic hit during the pandemic, especially during the summer tourism months. Those who sat in on the meeting said one large concern is the workforce shortages across many of Duluth's industries. They added one reason for the shortage is a lack of child care options and affordable housing in the area. DEED officials say these are common struggles across the state, but some areas are being hit harder than others. They add having these discussions will allow the department to better support small businesses.
We need to work together to make sure Minnesota is really on the leading edge of building great jobs for families and getting people back to work.
DEED also shared the many new programs they are offering to help Minnesota's economic recovery. Those include child care support and small business grants and entrepreneur loan programs. Now, the department also received roughly $285 million from the state legislative session. They're set to receive another $75 million from the American Rescue Plan Act, and all that money will be distributed in those grants.
All right, CBS 3's Emma Quinn live for us in the studio tonight. Thanks, Emma. Well, we're going to turn things over to meteorologist Dave Anderson for a quick look at these storms that are popping up to our north here. I know you've been tracking them throughout the night.
Yeah, they've been firing up, and hopefully they're going to pay off with some decent rain totals before we dry up again by tomorrow afternoon. So we go to the latest Doppler map, which shows that northern Minnesota from Duluth up to the Canadian border is facing a severe thunderstorm watch until 1 o'clock in the morning. And right now, parts of Itasca County have a severe thunderstorm warning going on till 6:30 p.m., and that includes the Big Fork area. So you see that line of showers and storms there working through the area, bringing the chance for some damaging hail and some higher winds. Those are the threats we're expecting from our storms here tonight. Lightning, high winds, and hail. It doesn't look like the dynamics are right for tornadoes, so that's a bit of a blessing. And speaking of blessings, hopefully we pay off with a quarter to a half inch of rain for a lot of towns. We take a look at our short-term forecast, and the chance for this rain is 70% tonight. But it goes away by 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, and then a dry high-pressure cell takes over, makes it mostly sunny, drops relative humidities into the 30% range. So even if we get rain tonight, it's not going to put down the fire danger. That's going to cover a good chunk of Minnesota tomorrow. Will it also include Wisconsin and the UP? I'll show you with a map about that in a few more minutes.
All right, thanks, Dave. There's new assistance available for livestock and poultry producers who suffered losses during the pandemic. They have until September 17th to apply. Many livestock and poultry producers had to cull their herds when processing facilities shut down. The federal funds will reimburse 80% of those losses. It's part of an effort to ensure critical parts of the supply chain recover from the pandemic. A state trooper from Duluth went to the hospital after a crash near Sandstone. It happened around 10:40 this morning. The state patrol says the 53-year-old trooper was turning left to exit onto I-35. That's when he collided with a pickup truck driven by a 25-year-old Hinckley woman. Both had non-life-threatening injuries. Authorities have not said if an investigation is underway or if any citations are expected. Crews are continuing to fight fires around the BWCA today. According to the Forest Service, the Delta Lake fire just north of Ely is now at a 60% containment. In the last 20 minutes, a new announcement was made lifting BWCA closures associated with that Delta Lake fire. They're also monitoring the potential for severe weather tonight, which could bring lightning and strong winds to the region. Crews are also monitoring several fires burning in Canada, with closures still in place. Now, yesterday, the Forest Service did ban all fires in the Superior National Forest, including their designated fire rings. For the latest update on those BWCA closures, you can head to our website, CBS3Duluth.com. The Duluth International Airport is getting closer to adding flights to Denver, Colorado. Today, CBS3's Quinn Gorham learned more about how a $750,000 grant will help and what other boxes need to be checked before first planes can head west and take off.
The Duluth International Airport has taken a big step toward its years-long goal of adding flights to Denver. A $750,000 grant from the Federal Department of Transportation will help the airport cover about 2/3 of the startup costs for the new flight path.
Our total financial program for this is $1.12 million. That includes a revenue guarantee to help mitigate some of the startup risk for the airline, as well as market the service.
The executive director of the Duluth Airport Authority, Tom Werner, says the rest of that $1.12 million has already been pledged by businesses and local city and county entities. But the move isn't just for personal convenience. Werner says it's an economic benefit as well.
So in 2019, when we first applied for this, we calculated that the impact of the launch of Denver service would be about $6 million annually with just one frequency on a regional jet. As that grows, or if we're able to launch with 2 frequencies a day, obviously it'll be quite a bit more.
Werner says adding Denver flights will help Duluth better connect to the rest of the world.
With Denver's growth as an airport in recent years, they've opened a lot of new gates. They have new airlines. You can get a lot of different places from Denver, not only domestically but internationally. This was the right strategic move for us.
The next step to find an airline service to the airport, but Werner says they haven't solidified one just yet. If all goes according to plan, service could start sometime in 2022, and we do have a quick correction. At 5 o'clock, we reported that the airport initially asked for a full $1.1 million, but only received $750,000. The airport actually asked for the $750,000 they received. The community is coming together in a big way tomorrow to help a popular family get through a difficult cancer battle. In April of 2020, Zach Pulaski was diagnosed with osteosarcoma. Since then, the 35-year-old has endured chemotherapy treatments, surgeries, and multiple trips to the hospital. But Zach hasn't been alone in this fight. Along with support from his family and 3 young children, there's a major fundraiser for him in Superior on Saturday. Just another example of the community coming to his side.
We have gotten calls from across the United States for donations.
And now we just wanted to return the favor for everything that he's done for us over the years.
And this has just opened our eyes so much more to how many other people out there just realize what a special family they are.
The Pulaski Family Benefit is being held tomorrow night starting at 4 o'clock. It's happening at the Belgian Club in Superior with a pig roast and raffle prizes. You can find more information about this benefit on our website, CBS3Duluth.com. Chum says that they need help keeping up with demand as food prices rise across the board. Chum says that they have seen about 30% cost increase. At the same time, demand is still up due to the pandemic. Chum is still operating 2 drive-through locations and delivering food and goods to people in need. For more information on how you can donate, you can head over to our website. A new effort is helping some Northland's low and moderate income homeowners go green. The partnership is between the Minnesota Interfaith Power and Light and One Roof Community Housing. It's called Share the Sun. The goal is to raise enough money to install solar panels on 8 of One Roof's houses in Duluth and Grand Marais. Homeowners say they are thrilled to have more options for all income levels.
I'm just imagining when they're finally there, looking up at the roof and saying, we have solar on our house. We're providing not only for us, but, going maybe on back on the grid when we have excess to provide for others too.
When homeowners move, they agree to pass on the benefits and the panels they received by selling their home below market price to another income-qualified buyer. For more information on Share the Sun and how you can help out, you can head over to our website. Still to come on Live Local CBS3, the Summer Olympics start tonight, but a group in the Northland have been preparing for the Winter Olympics for months. We're sharing their story coming up next.
Well, the almanac shows that we're almost 3 inches shy of normal for rain here now in this part of July. There's a chance for a ½ inch of rain for many places tonight, maybe even towards 1 inch straight up for others. Won't solve the problem, but should put a dent in it all right. We'll talk about this rain chance and another one that may start the work week coming up right after our break.
CBS News Sunday Morning with Jane Pauley on CBS.
Uh-oh, that food container won't contain your food, so you mess with cling wraps and foil, hoping food won't spoil. Well, not anymore. Now there's Stretch and Fresh Containers, the amazing food storage containers with stretch and fit lids that let you store more. Even the odd-shaped foods you couldn't put in containers before. Just stretch over the food and snap lock the lid to keep food fresh. There's even a freshness date dial to track storage time. It comes in the sizes you need to store all the foods you want with amazing storage capacity. It's freezer and microwave safe, and the containers nest for compact, stacked, space-saving storage. And right now, the 6-piece set is yours for just $19.95, and the shipping is free. But wait, call now and we'll double the offer and send a second set. Just pay a separate fee. Here's how to order.
Call 1-800-378-1232 or go to trystretchandfresh.com. That's 1-800-378-1232 or order online at trystretchandfresh.com.
Are your cupboards a cookware disaster? We'll try Gotham Steel Stackmaster, the all-new non-stick space-saving cookware that neatly stacks inside itself. Finally, you can have an organized kitchen with every pan and lid right at your fingertips. The solid metal stacking plates allow the entire set to fit together without scratching. Stackmaster pans are non-stick and durable. Plus, they're even oven-safe up to 500 degrees. So bake warm, cheesy bread or make your favorite oven pot roast. Even flames won't damage these pans. Get the full 10-piece Stackmaster cookware set for just 4 payments of $39.99. And we'll even ship it to you free. Plus, order now and get the free steamer basket that stacks perfectly with the rest of the set. And the free stainless steel fry basket that folds up to fit right inside the pot. But wait, we'll also send you this 5-piece utensil set absolutely free. You'll get everything you see here. Call or click now.
Call 1-800-461-2657 or go to GothamStackmaster.com.
At Super One Foods, we're always looking for new talent to join our 5-star service team. We are a growing family-owned company that provides opportunities to learn new skills and enhance your working knowledge while serving your friends and neighbors. From flexible scheduling and variety in jobs to competitive wages and exceptional benefits, Super One Foods offers an excellent environment to grow both personally and professionally and can provide you with the foundation for career advancement in the communities we serve. Come join our team, Super One Foods. Jobs right in your neighborhood.
Hello, house guests.
Oh, we're in the Big Brother house!
This competition starts now.
I was like, game on. Let's do this. Like a ninja.
I am just the hot mess express.
Trust no one and win everything.
The pressure is turned up. I'm coming in this house to win.
I'm going to win every competition.
New Big Brother, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday, or stream anytime.
I'm so excited.
On CBS.
Get your news on the go. The CBS3 mobile app. Now, the CBS3 Duluth Weather Max forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Our storm chance is paying off, and it's setting us up for several advisories, and even one tomorrow afternoon that you would think is counterintuitive to what's going to happen tonight with decent rain totals falling. So let's start with the here and now. Here and now, we're looking at a severe storm warning going on in Itasca County from Max to Marcel up to Big Fork there. That could stay in effect until about 6:30. So hail is possible, lightning and high winds in that zone. And there is a storm watch in effect until 1 a.m. for the rest of northern Minnesota, though everybody in the region has a 70% chance for showers and thunderstorms through about 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Then we get into tomorrow afternoon and a dry high pressure system takes over. So even though we may get some decent rain tonight, relative humidities tomorrow afternoon will drop below 30%, and that sets us up then for a near critical fire danger alert for Minnesota. So even if we get a soaking rain tonight, we still have to be careful with fire through the weekend. And we'll talk about temperature trends and precip chances in more detail after we take this quick look at current conditions. It's 83 degrees at Duluth International Airport and a bit muggy right now with a 65% relative humidity, but that drops in half by tomorrow. South-southwest wind is going 10 miles per hour, helping to warm us up. A lot of places got into the 80s, even 90s today. Air pressure is a bit low at 29.82 as a low-pressure system and its cold front stirs up our storm chance overnight. Current temps, 82 to 86 in the Upper Peninsula, 74 to 86 in northwestern Wisconsin. Cooler by the lake in Superior at 74, 86 down towards Hayward. Minnesota numbers are as warm as 90 near Hinckley, 89 Grand Rapids, but only 72 International Falls, where storms have come through and rain has cooled the atmosphere and cloud cover has blocked a little bit of the solar radiation. So temperatures all over the place, but could warm up tomorrow. Well, happening right now, like we mentioned, in Itasca County, especially around the Big Fork area, severe thunderstorm warning going on right now till about 6:30 p.m. So indeed, watch out for the lightning out there, the high winds, and the hail. And there's a chance that these could bloom out and spread across the rest of the region as our night goes on. So keep an eye to the sky in case that does happen to come your way. There were some stronger storms near International Falls, but they've fallen below the criteria for being called severe, so they're just strong right now and rolling through the boundary waters. Not a great night to be out there camping. But if this rain chance pays off for all towns, it looks like Minnesota places could go anywhere from a third to even 3/4 of an inch of much-needed rain. A third of an inch here in the Twin Ports, almost 3/4 towards Ely, but to the west, not that much at all. Getting into Wisconsin, a half inch to even an inch is possible there, and this will all be very helpful because once we get into tomorrow afternoon, high pressure takes over for the week and makes it sunny, warm, and dry once again. But another low is coming our way perhaps by Monday, which could last a couple of days and hopefully add to our rain totals. We do definitely need it. Tonight, Minnesota low temperatures in the 60s. 70% chance for the storms in case your town hasn't gotten them yet. 70% chance they'll get into Wisconsin and Michigan as well, with lows there in the upper 60s. Tomorrow's Wisconsin-Michigan daytime highs go 84 to 89 with a mostly sunny sky, and that's the way the sky will roll in Minnesota as well, with 80 to 85 by the lake and 84 to 88 farther inland. The warm spell continues for the week ahead. We stay with our high temps in the 80s all week long, low temps near 60 degrees, and mostly sunny for the most part, discounting a 30 to 50% chance for showers and thunderstorms again coming our way, Natalie, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
Yeah, this rain is definitely needed. I know I've been seeing tonight of reports of power already out in some areas up north, so be safe, be careful out there, and we'll keep monitoring.
Folks near Capitogama Lake have that trouble right now, and hopefully they get the juice back on soon.
Yeah, we'll be monitoring throughout the night here, Dave. All right, thanks. As the Summer Olympics kick off today, the Winter Olympics aren't far behind that. They're slated to start in Beijing in February of 2022. Now, some big Northland names are busy training to secure their spot. CBS3's Abigail Smith spoke with gold medal winning Olympian from Superior today about how he's getting ready for those games. Abigail, what can you tell us?
Yeah, I talked with 2018 curling gold medalist John Sucher, who is in the final stages of indoor training before practicing on the curling sheets once again. You'll remember he and the rest of Team Sucher became the first American team to ever win gold in curling during the Pyeongchang Games. Now they're hoping they can make it back to the Games next year in China. Sucher says in the past year, the pandemic and quarantine has actually been beneficial as he spent a ton of time training at home with weights and cardio. He says he's been training more at the gym than he ever has, all to prepare for the upcoming Olympic trials in November. Sucher hopes he and his team can get back into the groove they established during the pandemic and perform at his best this winter. He says the Summer Olympics have added a fresh sense of determination and excitement for the winter season.
Me this morning, I woke up early and turned on those opening ceremonies because, watching, the Summer Olympics, which, begins with the opening ceremonies for me, really kind of gets me back into game mode.
The Winter Olympic Games will begin February 4th of 2022. Stay tuned at 10 tonight when we hear from another team member of Sucher's about what he's expecting for the upcoming Winter Olympics.
All right, always a joy to talk to John Schuster there. I'm sure he's very much gearing up. CBS3's Abigail Smith reporting live for us in the newsroom tonight. Thanks, Abby. Well, Kelly is here to check in with sports tonight. It's always good to talk to an Olympian during the Olympics.
Yeah, from one sheet of ice,
the curling ice to another kind of, this is always my hockey. This looks more like lacrosse. But yeah, it didn't take long for former Duluth East head coach Mike Randolph to find a new gig. Coming up, we'll tell you why he's heading south to continue coaching hockey.
Northwest Outlet with all the brand names you want, including the North Face and Columbia.
CBS3 Live Cams, brought to you by KohlerChef.com, now featuring the Kohler Express Deal online buying solution. KohlerChef.com, a better way to buy.
At Lift Pro International, we have custom designed and fabricated lifting, weighing, and rigging solutions for more than 40 years. With a worldwide presence and reputation, we need world-class insurance to match. This is why we trust Cindy of Vernon Insurance to make sure we're fully covered no matter where in the world we're doing business.
Protect your home, vehicle, or business, and your peace of mind. Call Cindy at Vernon Insurance today.
Hi, I'm Dr. John Bolins.
And I'm Ann Nolette.
And we're Advanced Surgical Associates of Northern Minnesota. As the most experienced robotic team in the Northland, we wanted to provide an alternative to the traditional surgical practices that the hospitals offer.
Robotic-assisted surgery allows more complex surgeries through small incisions with lower chances of infection.
We provide individualized and personalized care so you can have a shorter hospital stay, experience less pain, and recover quicker.
You can learn more online at mnsurgery.com or by giving us a call today.
As a person with a disability who values living independently and being safe, let's keep each other safe, Minnesota.
People with disabilities and people feeling the effects of aging. Roll up your sleeves and stay safe. Sign up today for Minnesota's Vaccine Connector program. Join the millions of people who have safely received a COVID-19 vaccine. It's the best thing you can do to support our local businesses and safely return to a more normal lifestyle. For further assistance, contact your COVID community coordinator at Access North.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard makes it possible for me to be more for the community I call home. I'm a better neighbor because my service has taught me to understand how important it is to be a team player. My training helps me at work when I lead by example. My service in the Army National Guard allows me to keep my community and those I care about safe from threats. Learn more about how you too can live and serve part-time close to home by visiting NationalGuard.com.
Epilepsy can affect anyone with a brain.
It does not discriminate.
If you have a brain,
you can get epilepsy.
But here's something that's just as important to know.
Anyone with a brain can affect epilepsy.
So let's use our brains to do just that.
Let's change the way people think about epilepsy.
To find cures.
Because if all of us can get epilepsy,
all of us can end epilepsy.
We just need to use our brains.
Let's use our brains.
Let's use our brains.
Let's use our brains to end epilepsy.
Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
Now, CBS3 Sports with Kelly Hinson.
It did not take long, but Duluth East head coach Mike Randolph has found his way into another high school hockey program in the state of Minnesota. This time, it's 2.5 hours south down 35. Randolph will join longtime friend Trent Eigner at St. Thomas Academy this winter. Eigner originally threw out the offer to Randolph following Randolph's resignation from Duluth East. And after consideration, Randolph said he'd rather spend his winter coaching than pouting in his basement about not coaching here in Duluth.
He said, "You would look really good on my bench." Texted him back and said, "Is that position still open?" He says, "It's going to always be open." I've known Trent for many years, competed against him, have the utmost respect for him, and I'm really looking forward to learning from him.
Take St. Thomas out of the equation and take myself out of the equation. Like, if high school hockey is an entity, Mike Randolph is an asset. He's been an asset to the game at the high school level, for 3 decades, and he will continue to be.
Should make for a fun hockey season next year. The last time the Superior Reds American Legion baseball team went to the state tournament, It was back in 2003, an 18-year gap that they were looking to close this summer. They had a chance to do that in the region finals this afternoon, a rematch from yesterday's game against Chippewa Falls. It remained scoreless into the third until Gunnar Hansen pulled up, barrels one into the fence out left. Dylan Raunchy scores. It's 1-0 and a stand-up triple for Hansen. Up next was Mason Stenberg, who lays down a great bunt for the squeeze play. It was 2-0 Superior through 3 innings. They added to it in the 5th with the top of the order up once again. Stenberg bats in rough. Raunchy to make it 4-0 Superior. And it was 5-0 heading into the 7th, but then things got interesting. Caleb Bagardo carries it on a post-77 rally with an RBI single. They score 4 runs and bring the tying run to first base, but Jaden Hoffman gets out of the jam with a ground ball, and the 18-year drought is over. The Superior Reds are heading to the state tournament with a 5-4 win over Chippewa Falls.
So happy. Very emotional. Thank for our team here. We're, man. George Hansen and I, man, we work really hard with these kids. It's a lot of, it's really a lot of nerves when you get in that kind of situation, and our boys pulled through it.
It's definitely something special for sure. I mean, especially when you got guys coming back, just want to play one more year with their brothers. I mean, it means the world for sure.
They'll play next Tuesday at the state tournament in Plover, Wisconsin. And the sun set in Tokyo yesterday on the last day before the official opening ceremonies of the 2020 Olympic Games, which are set to begin in just a few minutes. Spectators are banned from all venues in the Tokyo area, with limited audiences allowed at a few outlying sites. I got to tell you, first few events started over the last couple of days, and I am excited.
I'm so excited.
Love the Olympics.
Gymnastics, soccer, all the
I even watched rowing last night.
Ooh, skateboarding. Our producer's saying skateboarding in our ear. That's a good one.
Yep.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Kelly. Well, Dave, how's the rest of the night looking with those storms coming through our area here?
Yeah, it could be bumpy for a lot of towns. Right now, we can safely say that the severe thunderstorm warning for the Big Fork area has expired, but a new one has bloomed up just south of Bemidji, and so that may be the trend. Northern Minnesota faces a severe thunderstorm watch until 1 o'clock in the morning, and strong storms are possible for the rest of the region as well. The payoff hopefully will be upwards of a half-inch of rain for a lot of towns, so that part will be a blessing. Let's get a look at the extended forecast for the week ahead. This rain chance may be rough overnight, but by 8 o'clock Saturday morning, it should be gone, and then we become mostly sunny and dry again, so the fire danger will not be dented much by any rain we get tonight. We have to be careful out in the woods all the way through Sunday, but another chance for precip does come Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, 30 to 50% shots. High temps in the 80s all week long, low temps near 60.
All right, thanks, Dave. Well, that's your CBS 3 News at 6. We'll see you right back here tonight at 10.